I feel like it's relief not having the Bills play this week because it's so stressful watching them.
You know what? Watching that game against Philadelphia, I wasn't so much stressful. I was like, this can't happen again. But then again, it did. And this is not so much belaboring against, Pat Duffy or Bills fans. I'm seeing the same script over and over again. And it's being basically rewritten each time with the same results. So it leads me to believe this ain't about running the ball or passing the ball or whatever. There's something that is divine that is hurting the Buffalo Bills, not meant to make this happen.
Yeah, I'm 37 years old. Been watching this my whole life. I could have told you that. You don't need the last 6 games to find out that. Where the hell have you been for that?
You kind of do, though.
What's that? What? No, I mean, look.
I mean, are they getting it? Because it's what you do. I mean, are they getting a little harder to defend?
No. I'll even say this. I feel more comfortable with this team after that Eagles game than I did before.
What?
And I'll explain why.
Please do.
That defense is doing things it should not be doing. Like, you do not understand how deep into the depth chart they are going against dominant teams, and they're finding ways to keep them in the game. That game was won. And everyone is hanging on McDermott.
Lost.
No, it was won.
It was lost.
Here's why this is not on McDermott.
In fact,
I know that's why it's going that way. McDermott is not supposed to have to make that stop again in overtime. If Gabe Davis breaks the right way, that game is over. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
There's a play in every one of those games that's like that.
100%.
I mean, that's how close these things have been.
Look, you got 4 bad losses, right? You have Denver, you have Philly, you have New York, and you have New England. I'll give it to you that the defense may have failed you against New England. 2 special teams play and an offensive bonehead keep you from winning those other 3 games.
3 quarters of that game in Philadelphia, I'm sitting there watching. Hurts, who looked hurt for 3 quarters, did not perform well. You're up by 10 at halftime. I'm loving everything that I'm seeing. It looks like Philly's about to fold the 10.
Sure.
And then they come alive in the last 15 minutes of that game, steal it from you, and when it went into overtime, I'm like, this can't happen again, and it did.
Okay, let me ask you a question, because the week before, Philly was down by 10 to the Chiefs, and they shut them out in the second half. Should we be talking about Andy Reid's job security? Should we be talking about what's going on with the Chiefs?
Well, I believe the Bills got a better chance against the Chiefs this year than they did last year in previous games. But to the point of the Philadelphia Eagles cannot die easily, you should have won that game.
Yes, I agree they should have won that game, but like we're walking around here talking like this team didn't represent the NFC in the Super Bowl last year, wasn't 8-1 walking into this game, wasn't at home and wasn't playing in a Super Bowl. Like everything is easy in a vacuum. When you start looking at the game in an objective way, I'm trying to find where McDermott made the mistake because the game was won.
Look ahead now. So the Bills are in a position where they might have to win out. Yeah. Maybe they can afford 1 loss. Do you still see this as a team that's in the playoffs this year?
See, I do. But here's what I have come to determine. To your point, there is not a team that the Bills cannot lose to. Mm-hmm. Right? Every team in the NFL can beat the Bills right now. Mm-hmm. There is also not a team in the NFL the Bills can't beat. And that's what's remarkable about this team is I'm going to be in Kansas City for this Chiefs game. I'm going to Kansas City to Arrowhead for the first time. I have the utmost faith in this Bills team to go beat them. I have the utmost faith in them to beat Dallas at home. And then you look at the last 3, Miami, we have their number. Look, we're still at the point where the division is not out of the question with Miami's last 3 games being Dallas, Baltimore, and then the Bills head up.
Now, Kansas City, not the same team it has been before, but still tough. You're in Kansas City for that game. Dallas, everybody believes in Dallas. Everybody's now putting out Dak Prescott as MVP.
Do you see this as possible?
Possible, yeah, of course. I mean, I've seen teams like my Giants go on a run with a 500 team go all the way and win a Super Bowl. So, of course, but now we're looking at divine intervention here. You've got to win against Kansas City in Kansas City to renew the team again.
They've done that the last 2 seasons. And by the way, it wouldn't
be during the regular season, not when it counts. It counts now more than ever before.
You just told me the Chiefs are down. That's if they have to go see the Chiefs.
You should win the game.
In Arrowhead in the playoffs at all. And you bring up divine intervention. No. If they win these games, it's just the universe getting back even because it's been nothing but the opposite of divine intervention all season long.
Good.